Hey, it's Joe. This time I'm not going to answer a question. This time I'm going to talk a little bit about my buying event. I want to just give you a brief overview of what we're going to be doing. We have these 2-day buying events normally, and we all get together in a hotel, conference room in Indianapolis, and I teach people how to start making offers. And the first day that we're there, I teach you the process, and you actually get on the phone and you start making offers, real offers to live sellers in your area from Indianapolis or in any area that you want to work in. And the goal for that is to try to get people to sign the lease option memo, which gives you control of that property. And that's something we do on the first day of the buying event, and we make everybody do it. We teach you what to say it, how to talk, take you through some role-playing exercises with each other. It's a lot of fun. It's a workshop type of thing, and we all work together to make it happen. You also get to meet a lot of other investors, some of them who are just getting started, some of them who've been around for a while that are just really kicking butt and building their business, some of them that are on their way up. So it's a really exciting group to be with. There's only 3% of the world is entrepreneurial like we are. I'm guessing that if you're watching this video, you're like me. You're an entrepreneur. You want to have your own business. You want to have control of your life. You want to have control of your time, and you want to be able to make good money and enjoy what you do and not have a boss who tells you what to do. My son says of me, if you had a boss, Dad, your head would explode. And I think that's true. I'm not a control freak. That's not the issue. It's just that I like to have control of myself. I don't care if I have to be in control of anybody else. I just want to be in control of myself and my own time and my own life and the way I want to live. And so I design my life around those things. And that's what I teach at these events. I show you how to put together the business so that you can buy these properties without money down, without credit, and turn around and flip them and make a few $1,000s. And then to do it again the following week, and the following week, and the following week, and how to build a pipeline of deals that are constantly coming in to you using marketing techniques. And I've talked to you a lot about marketing. Using the auto marketing system is one of the most valuable things that I teach my mentor students, and most of them, and everybody that comes to the buying event, by the way, is a mentor student. You have to be in that mentor program in order to come to the buying event, and you can come for free if you're in that program. I don't do upsells and charge you a bunch of new other stuff, but I suggest you get into the mentor program, and I suggest you get the auto marketer. You can do it without the auto marketer, you can do it manually, but the auto marketer makes it a lot easier and brings leads into you so that you'll have a constant stream of people to be talking to in order to put deals together. And that makes your life a lot easier, and it makes the learning curve a lot easier to get up over that hump and make that process go. For me, this is an enormous amount of fun. I love these buying events. I love going to them. I love meeting the people there. I love seeing old friends that keep coming back, that have come through this program and are now doing, different things. I learn so much from the people that have been in my program that have come and do things, and I learn how they're doing things and how they tweak the process that I've given them. At the beginning, when you come, though, I'm going to ask you just to do it my way. Do it the way that I teach. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. As you do it, you're going to modify, and you're going to do the things that you like to do, and you're going to outsource and automate the things you don't like to do, which is exactly how I build my business. And I've created enough tools for you to automate and outsource everything. There's nothing that you really have to do other than oversee your business. It's still an active business. You still have to do something. If you don't do anything, you won't make any money. But you can build it into a way that you can extract yourself from that business. It's not going to happen in a month. It probably won't happen in 6 months or a year, but it will happen over time. Maybe it's 2 years, 3 years, and by then you're going to either be enjoying it so much, or if you decide you don't want to do it, if you hate it, you can stop doing it altogether. But if you enjoy it, that's when that business is going to grow, and you may want to stay involved. It's like this teaching program. It's bang for the buck, dollar per hour, teaching is probably not as good as what I could be doing on some other things. But I love this, and I probably spend more time teaching and making videos like this and writing blog posts and other stuff like that than I do just about anything else. But I do it because I love it. Just like I make documentary films on unrelated topics because I love that process. I love doing it. It brings value to my life. It makes me happy. I love to see people succeed. And I'd love to be able to work with you as well. if you would be interested in coming and getting involved in my mentor program and coming to this buying event that's coming up, I'd love to have you. The date, I will put a link down below so that you can see the date when the next buying event is. You don't have to wait for the buying event to join the mentor program. A lot of times it makes sense to get involved in the mentor program right away and learn the basics so that when you come to the buying event, you'll learn the nuance. When you come to the buying event and you don't know anything, and it's your first day, that's okay. I still take you through the whole process, but it's like drinking from a fire hose. You're just going to get a blast of information, and you're just going to be overwhelmed by it. Whereas if you've been doing it for a while, you've been making offers, you've been going through the process a little bit, you'll start to get the nuance of what I'm doing. And the nuance is where the real money is. You know, the basics, you know, I teach the basics on the blog here. You can go out and start this business and do it with all the information on my blog for free. Or you can go buy my book on Amazon for $3 and you can get that information there. But to really learn the nuance of how to develop a business, how to systematize it, how to bring in other people that work for you, how to talk to the other investors that are doing it and share ideas with them, because I've got a very caring group. I've got a group of people that want to help each other, that enjoy sharing their knowledge and enjoy giving ideas to each other and gaining ideas from each other, because one little idea can sometimes make thousands and thousands of dollars of income difference for you, or hours and hours of work that it can take off your shoulders because you implemented an idea. And that's the kind of thing that we have with each other. A lot of the techniques that I teach are techniques that my students implemented first. They'd come to me and say, hey, Joe, what if I tried this? And I'd say, yeah, it doesn't really sound like such a great idea. And they'd go out and do it anyway, and it would work. so I say, oh, this is great. Let's make it part of the program. And then we would start using that part of the program as well. That's what a mastermind process is all about. So we encourage each other to try to come up with new ideas, and we celebrate each other's successes, and we're not here to compete with each other. We're not trying to beat each other up. I tell everybody before they join my program, no whiners or complainers allowed. I don't need that poison in my life. Bring a positive attitude. I don't expect you to be Pollyanna. I expect you to have challenges. I expect you to get frustrated, but I expect you to look at it and say, well, how do we solve this problem? And that's how we'll approach it, rather than whine about why we can't solve this problem, why it won't work for me, why I can't do it in my town. I don't care about those things. I'm looking for a solution because I know there's a solution. Every time I encounter a problem, I know that there's a solution for it. There is the best choice. Not all the choices are always the best choices. They're not always great choices, but there's always a best choice. There's no such thing as catch-22. There's no damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Sometimes you get bad situations, but there's always a choice that you can make. Even if that choice is death, even if that choice is giving up your life, you still have a choice, and you can make that choice about your life. And I think this whole process of my mentor program, about my buying events, about where I take you with this stuff, is about making choices, about designing the life that you want to live. You know, I believe that life is an art form, and that some people are good artists and some people just suck at it. You know, and you look at the people that are unhappy, they kind of suck at their life. It doesn't mean that their life can't change. It doesn't mean they can't get better. Their life can get better, but they've made the wrong choices to get where they're at. I've made lots of wrong choices, and I've gone down lots of wrong paths, and I've had to rethink what I was doing, change my gears, and move in a different direction to get back on a path that I think made sense. You know, that right path of whatever, you know, I feel is best for my life, and whatever you feel is best for your life. Whatever it is that gives you joy, whatever it is that makes it possible for you to have people in your life that you love, that you care about, and to be able to give them the things that you want to give them so that they have opportunities. You know, when I, just as I do with my students and with my own children and with my friends around me, you want to be able to give those things to those people so that they can succeed. And there's no feeling better than knowing something that you did has an impact on people's lives. And I think that if you come at this with a giving heart, with a giving spirit, you'll get so much more out of it. I was talking to my friend in Israel, who has started working at a soup kitchen, and he says, you know, and this is a very smart guy. He says, I don't do much. I just like hand out the plates. This food shelter, you know, they feed 1,500 people a day, and the joy that I get from just going here and being with these people and doing this and seeing what good is coming from it is enormous. It changes my life. It changes who I am. It doesn't make me any money, but that's not always the goal. You know, you got to have enough money to be able to live. You got to have enough money to live well, and that is a goal, and that is something that we'd like to have, and it's something you'll get with this business. But you know, as Zig Ziglar said, the more people you help, the more money you make. So you help as many people as you can, and it'll bring in more money. It'll bring in abundance. It'll bring in a lifestyle that you know, very few people would sneeze at. And I think you can have the same thing. So I guess bottom line is, I'd love to be your mentor. I'd love to walk you through this process, kind of take you by the hand, and help you discover the life that you want to live. Whether it's real estate investing or some other direction. We'll start with real estate investing. We'll take you through that process. But there's a sense of discovery that you get by going through that that will lead you to discover what it is that you love. And you know, when you do a lot of different things as an entrepreneur, you have to wear all these different hats at the beginning. You discover which hat you enjoy the most, and then you discover other people who can wear those hats that you don't enjoy and can do those tasks that you don't enjoy and who love those tasks. Because I believe we each have a genius in us. We each have a genius at a certain task. You know, there may be somebody who's, and I don't, you know, who's a genius at you know, putting together the deal. There may be a genius who's good at selling, a person who's good at the computer, a person that's good at, you know, fixing up the house. There's a, you know, person who's good at managing and good at taking the calls. There's people that are good, have different skills, and actually love that because that's what makes them good, the love that they have for that process. So you find those people to do the things that you don't love, because there's going to be lots of those things in a business. So you find the people that to do those tasks that you don't love so that you can focus on the things you do love. I like big picture stuff. I like to look at the big picture, create systems, see it all functioning together, see those gears happening, you know, intertwining, and that's exciting stuff. These are the kind of things that I'll teach at my buying event. These are the things that I'll teach at the 6-month program. And I think I could help you build a business if you would only give me the chance. So, wish you the best. If you want to come work with me, give me a call and we'll make it happen. Thanks.